Paul George is big time, Skip.
And last night, I must tell you very strongly, I saw a bona fide MVP candidate.
He is 6'8". He can shoot. He can handle.
I was extremely impressed by Paul George.
And earlier in the series, here's George. Real uniform, that is. So it goes a little bit too fast for his own good. Nice contest, but a foul.
Look, we all hope Paul George has a speedy recovery. He's one of the best young up and rising players in the NBA.
The whole rehab towards it was completely rough. From day one till, a year where I'm still rehabbing and still trying to gain everything back.
And once he shoots this free throw, a chance now for Paul George to re-enter.
Is back. I have watched this guy this season, Skip. He's averaging a shade under 28 a game. He's shooting 45% from three-point range. And the one thing we all need not forget about him, Skip, is that he can defend.
Out of nowhere.
George is back to full throttle Paul George. He might have even taken it up a little bit because he's so hot-handed from the three-point line right now. He's shooting 45.4%, which is Steph-like.
Transition. Oh, Paul George! Step and stops.
So if Paul George is convinced that the Pacers are not the place for him if he wants to be competitive and actually make a
George.
I actually think Houston's a great fit for Paul George.
LeBron aside, what's it going to take to get Paul George in a Cavs uniform?
Okay, what?
And how many teams really want Paul George for 1 year?
What has been the reaction this morning in Indy to this trade of Paul George for what many perceive as not as much as the superstar was worth?
Paper and thunderstruck is the big headline, and that's exactly how a lot of people here are feeling right now. There is a little surprise and shock at what exactly
they're going to be willing to roll the dice here and accept the chance of Paul George leaving after a year. But if that gets them Russell Westbrook to re-sign into the fold, it may be worth it, and they become a more serious contender in the Western Conference. Really stunning.
Has to get this OKC team to playing up to their level. And I think from an individual standpoint, he has to look at himself and realize that he's not playing as an all-star that he's played.
Yeah, one time, yeah. You know I gotta go in on this one. You know how I do it though. You already know. I've been feeling like I'm ready for the top. Got the pedal to the metal. I've been grinding non-stop, killing every instrumental, and I knew just what I wanted. Now I gotta go and get it, and I'm never looking back, only looking where I'm headed. And I doubted for a minute, trying to get another win. I burned a lot of bridges, but I know that I can swim. I don't need nobody else. People trying to take my credit, I can do it by myself, cause I got it all embedded in my mind. I'm a psycho, trying to get it right though. Trying to save my time, I've been feeling like I'm Geico. Ballin' in my prime, I've been feeling like I'm Michael. Trying to get another comma, but it ain't a typo. Know that it's coming, I gotta keep running. I'm feeling the loving, I keep it 100. I get it how I want it. I've been at it 5 years, never getting cold feet. When my second album drop is going platinum in a week. Yeah, you probably think I'm crazy, but I gotta dream big, and I gotta keep on going till I got my dream crib, and I gotta keep on
Paul George, still a star, played well for the most part in the series, but boy did he pick a bad game, Max, to not show up and help Russell Westbrook. That was Friday night. Neither him nor Melo showed up, and you desperately needed them to do so.
I think the biggest challenge was just trying to, figure out how to be me.
Getting this over with, and he's well aware of the noise. That's something he's talked about is, look, I'm not acting like the noise isn't out there. I'm just not focused on it. And he talked a little bit before he left in OKC yesterday, and he said he had no regrets even, that the fact that the Lakers were mentioned in his departure from Indiana. He's fine with the fact that the Lakers are out there because that was somewhere he wanted to play.
They let it leak that the front office was, quote, recalibrating its focus to include not just the 2018, but the 2019 free agency class, so that it wouldn't seem like as much of a failure if they, I don't know, didn't land big free agent fish LeBron James and Paul George.
I don't know what to say about it other than I don't think he's going to go to L.A. It's still an outside shot, but I don't see him passing up on $45 to $50 million to go to a team that's inferior to the one that he's on.
Would you like to be on the same team as LeBron?
Yeah, I'm with LeBron every All-Star.
Yeah, they're like,
Every one of my All-Stars, I've been teamed with LeBron.
And you guys seem to work well together, right? You guys play well together.
Yeah, I mean, we got a losing record, but I like playing with him.
Max, do you think George made a mistake not going to the Lake Show?
Well, it's hard to say that because in terms of his business, with the next contract he can sign, with the escalating CBA and a Supermax deal, he may be able to make, if he stays healthy, altogether from the Thunder close to $300 million. So I can't say
Fresh Kid Z, Fresh Kid C, yes sir. Fresh Kid P, Fresh Kid T. Oh yeah, we back. Oh, and Zafoon, by the way. Yeah, Jones. Yeah. Chitty bang, and we pretty much amazing. Can we hear your new song, please? I got you. Hey yo, I once was a kid, all I had was a dream. More money, more problems. When I get it, I'ma pound it up. Now I'm dope on the bread, we get so fresh. How we feel, everybody get this down from us. Once was a kid, all I had was a dream. More money, more problems. When I get it, I'ma pound it up. Now I'm dope on the bread, we get so fresh. How we flow, everybody get this down from us. Once was a kid with the other little kids. Now I'm ripping up shows and them fans going wild with us. Tell mommy I'm sorry, this life is a ball.